Good morning to all of you, and welcome to the online classes English. Today, we are going to read a very interesting story about a vagabond. 1.3, the cop and the anthem. Let's see some previous activities before reading the story. Here, uh, the story is happening in the season of winter. So let's discuss something about the winter season. Suppose you have gone to a place where winter season is very severe and it is very cold outside. So let us discuss how you would protect yourself in the cold climate. What would be the ways to protect from the cold climate? For example, to protect from the cold climate, we can wear the warm clothes made up of wool. Okay. The other thing might be you might set a fire and you will keep yourself keep yourself warm by sitting in front of the fire. You can be remain in the house to protect yourself in the cold climate, or maybe we also can wear or use the blankets and warm clothes to protect ourselves from the cold climate, where whenever there is a very severe cold, there are a number of ways to protect ourselves from the cold climate. So let's see the second activity. Sometime we are very scared of the cop, that is the policeman, and sometimes we feel very relaxed, very relieved. So let us discuss here, when you see a cop or a policeman approaching towards you, how will you feel? Either relieved or scared. So let us see the situations when you feel relieved or scared. Here they have provided one example for both relieved and scared. When you feel relieved in the situation, sometimes when you are walking alone in the dark street, is there any other such situation where you feel relieved? When the policeman is approaching or a cop is approaching towards you, when you feel relieved, that when you are walking alone on the dark street, okay, then we feel relieved when you are alone at house, okay, and the policeman is coming towards you. When do you feel scared? You are riding a bike without a valid driving license, okay, so then you feel scared. Then when you have jumped the signal, okay, or when you have done something wrong and the policeman is coming towards you, we definitely feel scared of the policeman. When you flout any rule or any regulation, at that time we feel scared, okay. So let us discuss some of the motivating things that can change a person's life, okay. Now, in today's life, it is very important to keep ourselves motivating, and feel positive. And we need to do several things to keep ourselves inspiring and motivating. So, what things we can do to keep ourselves motivating? For example, listening to the inspiring speech that we can do to keep ourselves motivating. Then we can listen to motivational songs, or we can keep ourselves in a company of such people who are very positive, or who are very inspiring. We can read about the inspiring people who have written the books on inspiring things or motivating things. We can read those books also. So here, in 1.3, the cop and the anthem, here we are going to read a very interesting story written by O. Henry. O. Henry is an American writer who is very well known by his pen name O. Henry, and he was a very voracious reader since childhood. Voracious reader means what? He was a very keen reader since his childhood. Here, the story, the cop and the anthem, is one of the Henry's well-known stories. In this story, the main character is Soapy, who is a vagabond and a person with criminal background. Means he is engaged in criminal activities, and he has some criminal background, and his name is Soapy. He makes different plans to re-enter the prison as he has no shelter to protect himself from the severe winter. Now the story is about that vagabond, that criminal background person Soapy, who makes different plans. He makes different attempts to go into the prison, to go into the jail, so that he will get a shelter to protect himself from the severe winter. But this story ends in a very unexpected manner. O. Henry has depicted the Sophie's futile attempts. Futile means what? Failed attempts to get arrested in a very humorous way. Very humorously, very in a very funny way. O. Henry has written and depicted Sophie's failed attempts to get into the jail. So this story, the cop and the anthem, is about the freedom and confinement. So from this story, we can say that the theme of the story is freedom and confinement. Okay. Initially, Soapy feels that there is a freedom, means from miseries and worries in confinement. Okay. So whenever he was in the jail, he used to think that there is a freedom of miseries and worries. There is no worry, there is no bad situations or bad conditions, miseries. And the notes of the anthem transforms him from within, and he revolves to work hard. So how at the end of the story he listens to the anthem, he listens to the prayer from the church, and when he listens that church anthem, he changed from inside and develops to work harder and harder. In this story, Sophie faces the irony of fate as a moment he realizes the real freedom lies in the virtuous life. He is taken into confinement. But at the end, when he goes, or when he has been confined by the policeman, at that time he realizes that the freedom is not in the confinement, or the freedom is not in the prison, but the real freedom is in the virtuous life, good life, and not the criminal life. And this is a very ironical thing, contrast thing. Irony means contrast. Contractual thing about this Soapy. So let us read this story and find out how he attempts to enter into the jail. See this. So this story, written by O. Henry, The Cop and the Anthem, is a short story written by O. Henry. The story was about a homeless man named Soapy. Soapy was staying at a park in Madison Square. Means he was a person who is homeless, and he had some criminal background, and he used to live in one of the parks named Madison Square. But when the winter approached, when the winter season began, Soapy thought of the finding some better place to stay because the park was open, and he wanted some better place to stay in so that he will be secured and protected from the winter season. So Soapy desired to get 3 months of food and stay on Blackwell's Island. So he thought of different plans to get caught by the policeman so that he will go into the jail, and there would be 3 months of stay and food for free to protect himself from the cold winter. Soapy's first plan was to have a delicious dinner at high class restaurant. Now here he just attempts or makes some plans to get caught by the policeman, the cop, and enter into the jail. The first plan was to have a delicious dinner at the high class restaurant and then say that he had no money. So he plans to go into the very fine restaurant, high class, five-star restaurant, and he will eat everything. And then he will tell to the waiter that he does not have money. With this plan in mind, Soapy came to a restaurant where only the wealthy people came every evening. But unfortunately, the head waiter noticed Soapy's shattered shoes and sent him out. As a result, his first attempt failed. So when he went to the hotel, the head waiter was there. He identified him and identified his shattered shoes, torn shoes, and he understood that this person is some kind of beggar or some kind of a poor man. So he just sent him out, and as a result, his first attempt to get uh, caught by that cop and enter into jail is futile, is failed. Then Soapy left Broadway. Soapy noticed a shop on the corner of 6th Avenue. He thought of executing his second plan. Now he just left that place, and he noticed some shop on the corner of 6th Avenue on the road, 6th Avenue Road, and he just thought of executing his second plan. So he took a cobblestone and threw it at the glass door. So he stood in front of that store, and he got some cobblestone, a small stone, and he threw it towards the glass door of the store. People came rushing, and a cop was the first one to arrive. He inquired who had done all that. Soapy voluntarily came forward and confessed that he had broken the glass. So when he thrown the stone on the glass door, people came rushing, and the cop was the first person to arrive over there. And Soapy got very happy that he will now get caught and enter into the jail. But the cop inquired, who had done all of this? Soapy voluntarily came forward. Voluntarily, voluntarily means on his own. He came forward and confessed that he had broken the glass. But the policeman refused to arrest because those who commit wrong would not surrender in front of the cops. Finally, his second attempt also got failed. But The policeman says that one who does the wrong things, or one who is of a criminal offense or commits some crime, does not surrender, does not come in front of the policeman on his own or voluntarily, so that the policeman did not caught him, did not arrested him, and so that finally his second attempt also got failed. Now, Soapy was disappointed as he was not been caught by the policeman. Later, Soapy saw an ordinary restaurant across the street. He thought of executing his third plan. So, one's third plan was there to get caught by the policeman. Soapy saw an ordinary restaurant across the street. He thought of executing his third plan. So he entered the restaurant, but no one was bothered about his broken shoes or torn clothes. He ordered food and ate well. Finally, he told the waiter he had no money to pay the bill. Two of the waiters threw him out of the restaurant, and he had failed his third attempt also. So, in this way, the third attempt of Soapy was also filled in the ordinary restaurant. He just entered into ordinary restaurant and ordered some food, ate, but there was nobody who was bothered about his broken shoes and torn clothes. So very easily he entered into the hotel. He ate well, and finally he told the waiter that he does not have any money to pay the bills. But they did not say anything, as it was a very ordinary restaurant. The two waiters came, and they just threw him out, and in this way his third attempt was also failed. Soapy made his fourth plan by pretending to be a drunkard, but unfortunately the cop misunderstood Soapy as a college boy, and hence he left him. So the fourth plan was to he behaved, or he just pretended to be a drunkard man, as if he has drunk some alcohol and misbehaving on the street, on the road, in the public places. But unfortunately, the cop just misunderstood him as the a simple college boy, and did not arrested him. So the fourth plan of getting arrested and entered into the jail also was failed. Later, Soapy saw an umbrella man buying a newspaper. He then thought of executing his fifth plan. Soapy took the umbrella and strolled from there. The umbrella man followed him and said to Soapy that it was his umbrella. But Soapy refused to give the umbrella and told him to call a cop. However, the man refused to call the cop because the umbrella did not belong to him. So later, Soapy felt sad and dejected because all his attempts had failed. So, in the fifth plan, Soapy tried to steal the umbrella from the umbrella man on the newspaper stall. But when the Soapy took the umbrella and just strolled from there, the umbrella man followed him and showed Soapy that it was his umbrella. So Soapy refused to give that umbrella to that man, and he asked him to call the cop. But the umbrella man refused to call the cop because the umbrella did not belong to him. So at this time, on the fifth plan, Soapy felt very sad and dejected because all his attempts had failed. He was attempting to get a good shelter in such a cold winter in a very funny way. He makes so many plans, so many attempts, but every plan, every attempt was failed. He was not been caught by the cop and enter into the jail. Finally, Soapy thought of returning to the park. At that time, he saw an old church, and It was his childhood home. Sophie heard a Sabbath anthem coming out through the window. The anthem had made a remarkable transformation in his life. So, after five plans of getting into the jail, all were futile, all were failed. So, at the end, finally, Sophie just thought of returning to the park. And at that time, when he was returning to the park, he saw an old church, and it was the same church where he had spent his childhood. Sophie heard there an anthem, Sabbath anthem, coming out through the window. The anthem had made a remarkable transformation in his life. So, when he heard that anthem from the church, his total life got changed. He changed himself from within. Transformation, a sudden change, remarkable, noticeable change had came into his life. The anthem made him recall his past life. At that moment, Sophie decided to fight against the challenges of life. Most noteworthy, Sophie decided to find work from very next day. Just then, a cop came there and he asked Sophie what he was doing there. Sophie then began to argue with him. However, the cop took him in front of the judge the next morning. The judge gave him 3 months of prison on Blackwell's Island. So, serious. How Sophie did so many plans to get into the jail, and at the end, he heard some anthem, and he just thought of his past life, how he spent the life in the church. At that moment, he decided to face all the problems, fight against all the problems and challenges of life. And he also decided to find the work from the very next day. And he started finding out the work. But suddenly, just then, a cop came there and he asked Sophie what he was doing there. So up till now, he had tried to get caught by the policeman, by the cop, but he was not been caught. But when he changed his life, when he decided to lead a very virtuous, a very good life, at that time, unfortunately, the cop came there and he asked him what he was doing there. So we began to argue with him. So, as he was trying to find out some work there, he began to fight and argue with the cop. However, the cop took him in front of the judge the next morning. So, the cop just caught him, arrested him, and just took him in front of the judge next morning. The judge gave him 3 months of prison at Blackwell's Island where he wanted to go. So the judge gave him the 3 months imprisonment in the prison on the Blackwell's Island, and unfortunately, that Sophie went into the jail. But at the end, Sophie did not want to go into the jail. He wanted to lead a very good life. But ultimately, he was being caught by the policeman. So here, this story is been written and depicted in a very funny way. The attempts of the Sophie, and the theme of this story is freedom and confinement. So, I just have told you the story in short and tried to explain you in short. You just go through the story once again at home, the cop and the anthem, and you'll understand what is the story about. This much of the story. Okay.